Alright, another trip report. I'm gonna talk about my second time doing acid, and it was at school. So, I haven't told the story about my first time doing acid, because it's pretty short. Um, so I'm gonna tell the longer one first, and make the shorter video, another time. But, yeah, it was my second time doing acid. I was at school. I took 2 tabs. So, I guess for context, I was in ninth grade, and my plug was in my first period with me. So I would cop right before we walked into class. I would cop whatever, like weed, whatever, whatever he had, I would cop. And I just took it. I don't know why. Like I just took it. And yeah, I took it. The 2 gel tabs. They're blue pyramids with the golden flakes. They hit pretty good, so I took them both. And I'm just waiting for it to come up. And by the end of the period, I was starting to come up. And I'm starting to lose my train of thought, and I'm starting to really not recognize where I'm at. So I'm trying to find my class, and my plug I was right next to the bathroom, and my plug was coming out the bathroom, and he saw me, and he knew I took the tabs. And that fucking asshole, he came up right next to me and said, "Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare, nightmare." And shook me and scared the fuck out of me, and I yelled. And, it didn't ruin the trip or anything, but that was fucked. That was fucked. That scared the shit out of me. So that happened, and I'm like, okay, fuck you. And I go and try to find my next period. I end up finding it. Yeah, I remember it was my ASL class. So I walk into class, and then I don't. Oh yeah, and I walk into class I'm still coming up. And at this point in ninth grade, this is around COVID. This was like 2020. At this point, it was like 2021 or 2020. So it was like still COVID. Right. So we all had masks, and the school was like, in each period, you have to give a 10 or 15-minute break somewhere in the time period of the class to let them take their masks off and go outside and chill, I guess. And it was time to do a mask break. So I walk outside, and the part where we all went to, it was right next to the auditorium or whatever, like the theater place. And the walls around it had like the wall in front of it was like a mural. It had all these weird plants by the building and by the mural. And I'm heating up. I'm sweating extremely bad. And I'm starting to tweak a little bit. And I'm sweating, and I'm tweaking, right? And I kept staring at people. I don't know. I just kept staring at people, and I kept moving around. I sat not under the stairs, but pretty much under the stairs. Before the first step. I was in the way, pretty much. I was just laying down or just sitting there. And then I started getting up and moving around, and I went on top of the stadium thing, or the entrance to the stadium. And I'm looking at the mural, and the mural is changing colors, and it looks so fucking weird. If you ever been on Sykes, it shit just seems off. It's just not. I can't even explain it, man. It's just mainly the colors, and it was almost like the mural was looking back at me almost. And the plants looked like I was in the jungle. And then we go back inside, and I black out for a period. For the next period or two, I don't remember a single thing. Yeah, and then and then I guess I peak, right? So I'm peaking, like I'm tripping hard and I'm tweaking hard, right? Because it was after lunch. I don't remember lunch. I remember leaving lunch, and I'm trying to find my other period, because at this point the buildings look the same, the sidewalks look the same, everything looks the same, and I don't recognize anything. Right? I don't know where I'm going. I'm just kind of going through buildings, hoping I recognize something. And it took me a while, and I finally found my classroom. And there's a paper on the door, and I'm like, oh fuck! I'm like, no. And it says, go to the library. You know, like the teacher's gone. Go to the library. And I'm like, fuck! I have to find another building. So I'm roaming around the school for a few more minutes, and then I'm roaming around, and like I'm just walking, and all of a sudden there's this building in front of me, and I'm like, shit, this might be the library. I don't know. I'm looking around. I don't know anything. And I'm like, this might be the library that I'm supposed to go to. I know where, like, if I was sober, I would have known where the library is. I've been there many times, but I just had no idea what I was doing. So I walk in, and I'm like, yeah, I think this is the library. Obviously, there's a bunch of books and whatever, but and I get overstimulated. I was so overstimulated. I see people on the computers in the front. I see people signing in on the left, talking to the staff. I see people way in the back that aren't in my class, that are doing whatever, and there's people in the other room doing like a test or something. And at that point, I'm like, okay, this might not be the library, right? So I look behind me, and I'm looking outside the window, like outside, and I'm like, shit, like, this kind of looks like the entrance to the library. So I turn back around and look at, the whole situation, or look at the whole room. And I'm trying to think, like, what is going on? And then I keep turning back around. Like, you know how on psychedelics you get in these thought loops. I was in I'm pretty sure I was in, like, a big thought loop. I kept thinking the same thing over and over again, but I kept spinning. I was spinning and spinning and spinning. Because I couldn't ground myself. I just couldn't get a hold of myself. I'm just spinning around. I'm like literally spinning, right? Like almost, I'm going around in circles. And then my friend, thank God, my friend that was in that class comes up to me, puts his hands on my shoulders. What are you doing? Like, are you okay? What are you doing? And like he stopped me from spinning, and I'm like, oh shit. And I don't know what I told him. I think I said, like, I was high, or I was on a bunch of acid. And I don't know what he said, like, he said I was stupid or something. And he's like, well, alright, come on, we'll do what you, like, sign in and chill with me. And I'm like, sign in? Like, I don't even know what that means. Sign in? What do you mean sign in? It's like, sign in at the desk. Wait at the line. A line? The fuck is a line? Right? So I'm pretty sure I skipped a whole bunch of people, because I didn't have the concept in my mind that I had to wait in a line. I think I just skipped in front of a whole bunch of people. And my friend might have told me to get back. I don't know. Yeah, so I finally get to the desk where I have to sign my paper, and the person's like, yeah, sign in. And sit down. And I don't know what to do. I don't know how to sign my name. I don't know how to spell my name. Right? And I'm talking to Carmine, or my friend, right? Because he's next to me. And when the person was like, yeah, sign in and sit down or something, and I'm just so confused, and I look at him, And I'm like, can you like help me out? Like, I don't even know what's going on. Right? And he had to sign my name for me. He had to sign my name for me, and he had to fill the shit out for me and him. And I sit down, right, at the computers with him. And we're talking, and he's like, Sean, like, you're so fucking stupid, man. Are you okay? First of all, like, are you fine? And I'm like, yeah, I just took a whole bunch of acid, and I think I'm peaking, and I'm tripping hard right now. And he's like, yeah, I can tell. And my plug from first period is also in this class. So he comes up to me, and he's like, how's that trip going? And I'm like, I don't know what I said. Probably like tripping hard or something. And he said, I got something just for you. And he goes on my computer, goes on YouTube, and types in trippy videos, right? And it sounds cliche, because it is, but I was mesmerized. Almost the whole entire period, I was watching that video. I vividly remember this monkey going in a spaceship, and the spaceship going into space, and there was planets and shit. It was like a cartoon, like, thing. It was just a whole bunch of nonsensical shit. And Carmine's getting pissed, because he knew my plug was just fucking with me, right? And then my plug and his other friend were sitting in the back laughing at me, right? I'm sitting here like a zombie staring at the fucking screen, mesmerized. I can't take my mind off of it, or my eyes off of it. And they're just laughing at me in the back, those two. And my friend, he's getting pissed. Like, he's getting real mad. And that period ends. I think that's all that happened that period. Yeah, like I think I remember my friend saying that he was like about to fight my plug or something, but whatever. So like the period ends, and I have to go to art, right? So like, I know I don't have to go to a stressful class, I don't have to do anything, I don't have to talk to anybody, right? So, and I know where the class is this time, right? It's just across the way, it's the art class. And so I'm like, okay, I can chillax. I just walk straight. I know where it's at. I can see it from inside the library. Like, I know where I'm going. And I'm walking to class after the period ends. And I walk in, and the teacher is like, well, it's pretty much free day. You get to work on the projects that you haven't finished. I didn't do shit in that class. I was always high in that class. I never did anything. In 9th grade, I had like straight Fs. In 10th grade, I had straight Fs. Like, I didn't do shit. I just got high all the time. But so she knew that I wasn't gonna do nothing, so she didn't really mess with me. So I walk in, I sit down. I'm handed, whatever I'm supposed to do. I didn't really care. And she put on Looney Tunes, and I was like, Roger, no. What's that one rabbit's name? I said, what's up, Doc? You know that rabbit? Bugs Bunny. Yeah, she put on Bugs Bunny or some shit. And, I'm watching it, and I'm getting bored. I didn't really care about Bugs Bunny. So, I'm just kind of just sitting there, for the whole period. And there's this new kid, right, that sits like right next to me. Like, he's pretty new. He's been there for like a week or something. And like, we never talked or anything. He just knows that I go to class and I just do nothing, and I'm on my phone. And the class ends pretty much. It's like the class is about to end, and the teacher's like, okay, she called on one of the students to like pick up everyone's work, you know, and like put it away. And you know, I thought she was kind of fine. No, I'm gonna be for real. I thought she was pretty fine. So, no, I'm not being a creep. I'm just, I know, I looked at her, right? I looked at her. I was like, okay, damn, right? I'm like, shit. And she kind of just freezes, right? She's picking up the work, and she gets up and she like freezes. It's like she stops in place. I'm like, what the fuck, right? And then all of a sudden she's gone, and there's a bunch of tracers, right? And I'm like, I'm following the tracers, and there she is again at the end of the table, but she's frozen again. It's like she's teleporting from table to table, like the person to person, she's teleporting. And I'm watching all this, and I'm like, what the fuck? She's teleporting. She's teleporting. And she's like leaving these tracers behind. I don't know. I've never seen nothing like that on acid before. And I've taken acid like damn hundreds of times. Damn near like almost 1,000 times. I've taken so much acid, right? And I've never seen nothing like that since, right? People fucking teleporting. And I see her, and then she's gone, right? She's gone, and then all of a sudden she's next to me, and she's trying to talk to me. She was like, I need your work. And I'm just looking at her, and I'm just not saying anything, I don't think. I'm just like in shock. I'm like, how the fuck did you get over here? Right? You were just all the way across the room. And I'm just like, I'm in shock. I'm not even talking. I can barely talk. Anyway, I was high as fuck. And she was like, yeah, I need your work. And I don't know, I probably didn't say anything again. And then she looks at me and she's like, are you okay? are you alright? And all the words that I could muster was, I'm on acid. That's all I said was like, I'm on a bunch of acid, or like, I'm on so much acid, like some shit like that. And she said, I remember, this is a core memory. I remember her looking at me straight in the eyes. The reason why it's pretty funny, because it's kind of hypocritical or ironic, you know. She gets high all the time, I think. If I'm thinking of the right person, yeah, she gets high all the time at school and does a whole bunch of fuck shit. And she looks at me and she's like, kind of like in a sarcastic way, because like she doesn't really care if I'm on acid or not, but she was like, she knows it kind of looks obvious that I'm high. And she's like, oh wait, what did she say exactly? She said something about like you shouldn't be doing this in a school environment, right? Something like that. And I'm like, oh fuck, man, I just got made, man. I just got fucked. Like she knows. And I said that pretty loud, I think. And she was like, okay, well, I still need your like work. And I'm like trying to grasp the concept of getting my work and giving it to her. And then I finally do, and I look over to the new kid next to me, and he's fucking like like that. He's like, what the fuck? This dude is crazy, right? And and then I leave. And then I leave. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I left. You know, there's not much else to happen after that. That was the last period. It's crazy. I took the tab's first period. What, school was like 6.5 hours. It took like half. I don't know. It felt like I shouldn't have been tripping that hard for that long. Because I don't know. I know like acid lasts like a long time, like 12 hours. But the peak felt like it lasted for fucking 5 hours or 6 hours or 7. I don't know. I was peaking for a long ass time. And usually, you know, when I take acid at school, like when I take it like in the morning or take it in first period, usually by the time I leave, I'm coming down, or I'm not fully tweaked. But I still was. I don't know. So yeah, that was it pretty much. It was pretty funny. Yeah, good times. Ninth grade shenanigans, you know. Should never do acid in ninth grade. You shouldn't do acid at all. Really. Unless you're in like your 20s or something. Never do them when you're fucking young. That's for all drugs in general, to be honest. But that's my words of wisdom. But yeah, it's a funny trip report in my opinion. My next video or my next trip report will probably be my first time taking acid and the visions I had. It's not very long, you know. Just keep in tune. So like and subscribe, for the love of God, please. Help me out, help a dude out, you know. I'm just trying to make some videos. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time.